Oh, I sound so. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
I was about to say, I sound so sinusy. Like, I sound so blocked sinuses right
Ooh.
now. What?
Oh, okay. It's just a shadow. I was
We
like,
are
why is my
live.
elbow so
Why
dark?
are we like this? Why do we hit live and just lose it? We be good until we hit live. Then we be like, ooh.
Well,
Anyway,
I thought I had black elbows. I had to correct myself. I was like, wait a minute.
it's
It
like
was the shadows.
y'all have to witness this. Welcome to, I guess, an offshoot of, well, we just gonna have to name this show Fame Banger Show or something like that. Fame
Because we
Banger.
not going to not talk about this show.
Oh, it's coming. Like, I'm glad Solo Leveling, like, if we only get 12 episodes, I'm very glad it's gonna cutely be wrapped up before IWTV, because this is about to be the interview with the Vampire Channel. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I don't know. But anyway.
I mean, fangs can be kawaii. It's all about how you present it.
Some pink fangs, that'd be cute. Like, that'd be really
retractable
cute.
Ones too, like the True Blood ones, the retractable.
Yeah, and then like your fingers turn into like nails like this when you turn into vampires instead of like the ones they have. You just get like Hello Kitty nails.
We need to get somebody to render that for us.
Yeah, let me go on Mid-Journey. Should I pay somebody? I'm gonna go on Mid-Journey first, and then I'll send it.
Not you being. No, Bree, we got to support these artists.
No, I'm so okay with AI being used for brainstorming. Also, it's very hard to like when you're talking about working with artists, it's hard to communicate things sometimes. Like depending on the artist.
Yeah.
I work with artists from different countries sometimes, and they English be like, ooh, a little.
Well,
rough,
my premier artist, shout out to you, Kaiju. She's from Lebanon, and we just be in sync. I'll send her the most booty butt sketch of an idea, and she just turned it to magic. So
yeah, if you get a good artist that you can like vibe with, I think that's a big part of collaborating. It's like being able to communicate with the artist. That's the same thing with the artists I worked with for the Cookie Kawaii collab. Like, I had a vision and I just used a lot of words, and English wasn't his first language, but we were vibing. He like really, I was like, I wanted to be a mix between Splatoon and like kawaii anime, and he like really got it well. So
I didn't realize Splatoon was your reference point.
Yeah, it was like, I want a kawaii-fied like anime chibi, but Splatoon had a baby. That was like, and he did really well. So anyway, we're here. Shout out to the Fame Bangers in the comments, because y'all was in the comments. Like, they dropped something. Somebody went on my A Sign of Affection anime reaction video and was like, hey, this is cute. What you doing over here? But IWTV dropped the trailer. I'm gonna need you to come on, girl. I know you over there looking at anime, but come on.
Keep us honest. Keep us on it, because there ain't nothing that we probably both simultaneously enjoy as much as this show.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, and it doesn't pop up on my algorithm for whatever reason.
Mine neither.
You would think with me talking about it, I definitely watch the stuff, like, but for whatever reason, it never pops up on my timeline. So I really don't know a lot of times until y'all tell me. So shout out to y'all. So let's go ahead. We're gonna jump into whatever this is. It's called an extended. The thing that's sending me about Interview with the Vampire this season, we complained the first season about them not doing really good. Like, they didn't really talk about it. They didn't do a lot of anything, and it's killing me, the names for this. Like, when I'm trying to make the thumbnails and the titles, I'd be like, what is this? Is this a teaser trailer? Is this a clip? Is this an extended first look? Is this an extended cut? Is this an extended view of season 2, which is apparently what this is called? They be having all kind of names for a trailer, girl.
Well, hopefully this is more than just like the little scene clips we've been getting. Like, they've been great but I'm just missing so much context to really make the most out of it, which I mean is the point. You don't want to give it all away. But yeah, I'm excited, man.
I'm very excited. So I am pulling it up now.
I done pulled myself out the depths of sickness and depression to do this.
Okay, listen, y'all hear how I'm sounding. So, let me turn this down. Hold on, because I'm gonna have to turn it up for y'all now. I don't want my ears to be bleeding.
Ooh, did it say? Because my ears are sensitive today.
Right.
Ears and
Let me know if it's too loud. I usually just turn it all the way up, because I know people can, I'd rather it be too high than too low. So you just turn me down.
Right. Oh yeah, I could do that, obviously. But I'll
Yeah.
leave it here and see how it sounds.
Ears bleeding, commencing. Wait. For whatever reason. There you go. I was like, I
Not
cannot
3
hear
minutes
how
and
to...
24 seconds. Not 3 minutes and 24 seconds.
Yes. They said extended.
Okay.
So I'm wondering
Yeah.
if it's going to be content we've already seen or if it's going to be
Please
completely
no.
something else. Like just an
Because it's getting around that
extended
time. May 12th, girl. That's right around the corner. I mean, it's a whole month and some change, but
No,
that's
but
right
it
around
really
the corner.
flew by because it felt like we were just like, oh, it's a few months away, and now we're almost at the end of Solo Leveling. All right, let me turn this music off and go ahead and play it. So y'all know how we do. First run through, we just watch. We don't say anything. This time we cammed up so y'all can see our faces, and then we'll watch back again and we'll talk over it. So let's go ahead with the first watch through.
It is how it happened. I didn't think it at the time. But, yeah.
May I make an observation?
Lost control of the interview.
Yes.
He's skilled.
He wants you in pieces for the privilege of putting them back together as he sees fit.
It's his job.
It's his drug. He's reveling in it. You should end it.
Session 10, the vampire Louis and the vampire Armand.
You have our attention. Are you two going to finish each other's sentences for the whole session? We've been together 77 years, Daniel. Should we let the math of that settle?
Say something, your Claudia.
Spark in the dark. I want to say something to you. Our life is shit. It's been shit. It is shit. It's gonna be shit again. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. A shit life beats no life. And where we're going now can't be running away again. We're gonna find others like us. We can't be the only good ones out there.
Welcome! We here at Théâtre des Vampires delve into the underbelly of the human soul. We do horror shows so we can eat people!
Lestat. There is no scripting, Lestat. You cannot script a hurricane.
Let me guess, he's your companion finally. Picked another one over me!
Paris sucks.
That's not the point she was making.
Fuck these vampires.
I'm gonna get out alive. You fear Armand. You should fear the other one.
You're not here, I'm just fucked in the head.
You're stronger.
I am.
Harder, too. But you gotta give up something to get something.
You and me. Me and you. You and me. Me and you. You and me.
I mean, you don't understand the meaning of your own story.
I failed Louis once in my life. It wasn't in San Francisco. I was in love.
You buy that?
Fuck down with you!
Pieces of my life gone. I knew who I was without those pieces.
Memories just keep bubbling up.
I want this to remember.
Oh my gosh. I feel
That
like I
was a
wasn't
lot.
breathing. I felt
That
like I
was
was
a
not
lot.
breathing. That was a lot. Oh my God. Like I stopped breathing like halfway through.
Like, so we gonna have to like obviously play and pause and
Yeah.
talk about, because there's a lot going on. We got Armand and Lestat over here making out. Now it's giving more context to okay, let's girl.
First of all, let me get my feelings out because my whole body just
Right.
got hot. Like I got this little pullover on because I've been cold all day, and I just got like really hot watching it, and like gagged. Like, okay, let's yeah.
I mean,
run it
immediately
back.
10 out of 10. I don't even need to watch it twice to get my opinion. It's just so much information,
amazing.
so much. so much drama. Look, dramatic music plays.
It's
So much of it.
it's so much.
Let's
Like they are
go.
really beating us. I can't. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay.
It
I
is
feel like I should slow it down, but
how it happened.
I'm gonna turn it
I
down a
didn't
little
think it at the
bit.
time,
Mhm.
but yeah.
So, like, who is he talking to right now? Like, a part of me wants to believe he's talking to Claudia right
Mhm.
there.
This is Louis. When we saw this, feels like the same one we saw at the end of the season when he met Armand at the bar. Like he
Okay.
looks the same here, like his hair is like the same here as it was there for me.
Okay. This weekend,
So
I'm starting this over. I'm rewatching
yeah,
this season starting this weekend again.
yeah.
But
So this
okay.
this seems to be the same him from that same scene.
Yeah,
Okay, and that makes
He lost
sense.
control of the interview.
Yes.
He's skilled.
He wants you in pieces for the privilege of putting them back together as he sees fit.
It's his job.
Pause.
It's his drug.
Okay, so
Pause.
this may be them talking the first time they met Daniel.
Mm-hmm. I
Because
believe so.
remember, yeah, Daniel
Well,
interviewed
a
him
little bit, maybe a
before.
little bit after though. I think this could
Yeah,
be like right towards where we left off and before we began anew with both of them sitting down talking to them. But you can't tell me this feels so rich from Armand talking about this is his plan. He wants to control the
oh,
situation. He wants to break you down and then pick you back up.
project,
Pot,
project.
meat kettle,
Nah,
glass houses. Here's a couple stones.
you know, I always say people don't like people who trying to do the same thing they doing. You know, if it's somebody else in your circle and they had the same energy you trying to be on, like you usually
Mhm.
don't like them. Like I just always, so I'm like, you don't like him because y'all fighting for the same thing. But I definitely think this is
Very
that
much.
first time Daniel interview because remember Daniel said the first interview went very wrong. I think like didn't Louis attack him or something like that the first time they interviewed back then?
It was definitely aggressive. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think there was like real, like it was a tussle going on.
yeah, they tussled. So
Yeah.
I think this conversation is probably from then because he knew
I
Armand
mean,
then.
and that does play into what Daniel is confiding into whoever this person is. Maybe it's someone else, but on top of that, it's someone else who knows the details regarding these vampires.
Mhm.
So he's out here just spreading the word, apparently. And I cannot imagine Armand and Louis cannot sense that in his brain or cannot read that. So that's going to be
Right.
interesting. This is
I love
supposed to
this
be
shot
between them.
also.
Girl, can nobody reach this? Somebody
Exactly.
gotta beg you to go get a book every time. Who's
Hey
floating up here to get this
Armand,
book?
can you please get green eggs and ham from the talk show? You know, he
Not
got
green
stuff
eggs
up there
and
he
ham.
don't want you. He don't want you to get it.
He's reveling in it. You should end it.
Session 10, the
Of course
vampire
he would.
Louis and the vampire Armand.
You have our attention. Are you two going to
Ooh,
finish each other's
Armand's
sentences for
skin.
the whole session?
Yeah,
We've been together 77 years.
77
Daniel.
years. It's crazy.
That's
Should
a
we
long
let the
time.
math of that settle?
Say something, your Claudia.
Spark in the dark. I want to say something to you. Our life is shit.
Now
It's
this,
been shit.
you're gonna have to go somewhere, Louis, with this pity party now. I don't subscribe to this mindset. Okay. Yeah, y'all are vampires. Yeah, y'all had to deal with Lestat, and his drama.
Oh.
But this outlook, it's too telling of where you sound like you're gonna remain this whole season.
Oh, Louis. One thing Louis gonna be is a victim. I mean,
You said it, not me.
I'm just
And I'm not
saying, one
disagreeing.
thing Louis gonna be is a victim, and I think that comes into play in the next part. But yeah, and your life wasn't shit because y'all was really living it up. Early Lestat
Like,
days, don't do that.
right? Like,
Don't
yeah,
do that
it didn't turn out how you wanted it to. You picture perfect situation, but
because of y'all,
or ain't right. That takes two to tango.
right? Because of y'all.
Shit. It is shit. It's going to be shit again. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. A shit life beats no life.
She is
Where
so
we're
pretty.
going now, can't be running away again. We're going to find others like us. We can't be the only
You
good
sure?
ones out there.
You sure?
Welcome. We here
Sure
at
about that?
Théâtre
Now
des
pause here.
Vampires.
Is it so? Are they giving Armand storyline like this split treatment? Wasn't Armand the one in the original movie that was all pale faced and talking to the crowd
Child, I
like
don't
in the cult
remember.
situation?
I know when we watched Interview with the Vampire together, we kind of left right before, and I think we even had the conversation. We were like, "Yeah, it's good." We first of all, we was bored out of our mind, but then we were like,
Yeah.
"Well, we don't really want any spoilers for the next arc," so we kind of just decided to cut it off. And
I
the
think it
only
was
thing
Antonio Banderas
it was
right when
in
he showed up is when we left.
right when he showed up, and he was like trying to, he was trying to raise up Brad Pitt. That was like the last thing we started, and he was trying to get in his mind. He was like, "Do you want to forget him?" I think that was the last thing we saw on the Interview with a Vampire movie. So yeah, not really sure who this guy is, what his role is, but he was in that first trailer we saw too.
I just don't remember him. He didn't have as much.
Remember,
as
he was the man who stuck his hand in the man's head, and he was like reading his mind.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, it's him. So I don't know what his deal is, but I feel like I need to slow it down a little bit. But
Delve into the underbelly of the human soul. We do horror shows so we can eat people.
It's getting fed
what is
up.
happening right here? What is
getting
happening
fed
right
up because you know every waking moment with Louis post Lestat is nothing but just misery, dredging up the past, probably getting PTSD from every situation they encounter together.
Right.
You know how that ex is.
Right. I mean,
Cannot
I just love
move
this.
on.
I just love this shot of Sam Reed right here. I don't know what's going on, but I know it's gonna be full
It's
on
him
foolery.
being drama.
Foolery.
Right. This is a stunt queen. Okay. I can't point to one drag race girl that is a bigger stunt queen than Lestat. Okay.
That is true. That is true. So I can't wait to see this scene because it's giving the same energy as that talking head scene. Like when he was on the train with the pinstripe suit on. It's giving that energy. So I just can't wait to see what's happening here.
There's no scripting Lestat. You cannot script a hurricane.
Okay, so another pause, girl.
I know.
What is that? They are obviously in older clothes. This has to be like early. Like, didn't he say he only ever turned one other person?
Yeah. So no.
I mean, what are they doing here? Are they just sexually sharing blood? Is he turning
this also
him?
could be like them in theater clothes too, right?
I guess so. You are right. They could be at a play. You think this is going on currently? Like they sneaking around?
Current times, like what's the fashion? Like I feel like currently they kind of, I mean, Lestat still wears, he's always worn French of the time clothes. So I feel like it's not far off from,
that's true. Billowy fabrics.
Yeah, what he already kind of wears. So maybe, but the bow is very colonial. Are we in colonial?
That's what I'm like. I like his hair isn't like that in the previous scenes that we just saw in the theater thing. So I'm just imagining this is a flashback. And I mean, and look at Armand. Like, and this has
Armand
to be a play
is not.
because look at how he's dressed.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying this gives Dusty. This gives I'm looking for help. This gives
this pre come up, pre glow up. I wish I could see his eyes. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. If this was before, Louis, this is even more scandalous than I thought.
Right. Because I doubt Louis knows.
Because it's also giving like scorn, ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, found your new boo. And then was like, oh, I know how to get back at you. I'm going to get your old boo to be my boo. And then had him forget you. Like, if this is what's happening, it's more messy than I could ever have imagined.
I just want to see. I want to see the moment Louis finds out, because I mean, you see in some of these scenes, like in multiple of these scenes, not a shocker that he is stressed out, tired. When you're broken down and tired, living life on a merry-go-round, that's what he's doing right now.
He's so sad. He's the poor baby. Okay, let's.
Let me guess, he's your companion finally.
Okay, and that was Louis and Lestat just then, right? Hugged up.
Yeah, and then it hooked. No, it was Armand and Louis.
That is Armand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Armand is for. Okay, and then also before we go here, because we see Lestat was a part of the theater, right?
You cannot script a hurricane.
That's probably gonna be the first time he show up.
You think this the first, or you think this is the past? No, that's
I
Claudia
don't
up
know.
there. That's
Yeah,
Claudia
that's
up
giving
there.
me. This giving me. I'm talking about first time show up in this season.
Oh yeah,
Like
I was
that's
thinking
his
this
little
was.
reveal.
I was thinking this was the past, but now I see Claudia and Louis up there. So I'm
Yeah, I
like,
think
ooh,
that is Claudia.
yeah, and Louis right next
Yeah.
to her.
And
Okay.
some superintendent to a school.
Ooh, I just know
Whoever that white woman is.
Lestat is gonna show up. It's gonna be so beautiful. It's gonna be everything I
It's gonna
want
be
it to be.
chaotic. It's gonna be a little too much, and it's gonna stress me out because I know it's gonna come at a time where it's just unnecessary.
And I'm gonna be living for it because this is the way you bring a character back after the last time we saw them was the way we saw Sam Reed or saw Lestat. This is the only way to come back.
I
Did he
mean,
put-
actually, maybe whole stop pause. There was like there's a scene where he's like bloodied up and like his throat is a little
Yeah.
maybe that's because either that could be like a flashback because that looks like what he looked like when they dumped him or when they had the
Yeah,
end
the
of the
other one.
fight. Yeah.
I don't know, but this is gonna be. I like the fire. It's giving. Let's go.
Let me guess, he's your companion finally. Picked another one over me!
Paris sucks.
The point you was making.
Not Claudia pick me. Not Claudia pick me.
What you mean to pick me? No, Claudia
I mean
is
literally.
fed up.
I mean literally. Like she's like, you did not pick me. I want Louis to pick me. She wants
Again, though.
me.
Again, you keep picking these booty calls over your sister.
Okay, but like Louis likes the men's, and so I mean, a companion
Okay,
is
but where's
not
your
necessarily loyalty, girl. We trying to smash.
And you can do that without the person who you claim to be your sister. And you can have that argument for Lestat, right? Knew Lestat before they that's their child, single parents status now.
Right.
But like Armand, why is she feeling
but-
like she's choosing Armand over him? That is unacceptable.
But like the way
Over her.
Louis was introduced to this whole world of vampires, I think that a companion in his mind is someone that you are in a relationship. It's like married, it's like a domestic partnership. So I don't even think in Louis' mind it's not about choosing Claudia to be like I could just see it in his head being like, I wouldn't even choose Claudia as my companion because a companion is somebody I'm trying to like for real be with or like in a relationship. It could just be something that simple that he doesn't see companion. He only knows companion in this one way. And so in his mind, it's just like, I'm not even studying. You, my sister, you with me. Why would I pick? You're with me. What are you talking about?
So you're saying like for him, it's an understood thing. And for her, it's like, well, that's not my viewpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like
I guess, but
like, you with me. I kind of sort of killed my psycho boyfriend and we left together and we're here together. Like I don't think Louis sees it the way she sees it.
But there's like this level of weight that I need Louis to really understand and take on. And when it comes to the fact that he was the one that fully changed this girl's life, brought her into this world, didn't really have the best plan or idea of how this would go. And now that it is unfolding how it is, kudos on Claudia for kind of reeling herself back in a little bit because you saw what time she was on towards the end of that last season. Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like there's a level of weight you need to give every ounce. And yes, every ounce. You spreading yourself too thin. No, he needs to spread it all right here when it comes to how she's growing, because this is you. This is like if she's feeling any kind of way, especially when it comes to being chosen over, that's something she already is dark. That's something that can really drag her down to some of the most evilest places if she don't have somebody that she knows is there with her to keep
not
her.
really in Louis' capacity to be there emotionally for nobody.
He need to figure it out.
Oh, I think he's gonna fail her because I mean the main reason she was brought in was because of Lestat. Yeah. I mean, according to him, and Lestat's not here anymore. So
how did that happen again? Because wasn't it Louis walking past hearing her cries and he brought her and begged? Oh, that's what it was. That's why I got pissed.
Yeah.
Louis was doing it because he was begging Lestat to change her.
Lestat only kind of did it because he was just like, you clearly want this, or you
Right.
want to feel like a family. Like Lestat didn't really want to do it. Louis wanted it as a hopes of whatever, getting some semblance of his life or feeling more like a family. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, it was never really. I don't think it was ever really. I think it was like a control thing, or he had a baby to keep him around, have a baby and keep him, kind of like that.
Not trapping him.
Yeah, it was like a trap. So,
Vampires. I want to get out alive. You fear Armand. You should fear the other one.
You're not here. I'm just fucked in the head.
You're not here. I'm just fucking the head. So
who
that's
was he attacking right there? Yeah, that was definitely not happening, was it? Because there was a whole animal coming out that man neck. Let me slow that down.
That had to be a dream sequence. Maybe he's like being confronted by the ghost of
Lestat.
The ghost of Lestat, the visage, whatever they call it. Yeah.
Maybe. I wanted to slow it down here because it like
You're
started.
stronger.
Wait, did I not go back far
Harder
enough?
too.
I don't think so.
But you gotta give up something.
Yeah, I did. Oh, he's attacking that. Oh.
Was that Daniel?
That was that. Yeah, he did attack him. I remember that because we heard that recording in season.
Oh,
1.
so they're showing it to us.
They're showing it. That's why I was saying that conversation that they were having was Louis back then.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so this is like, that they attack. Okay, young Daniel was like, okay, hold on.
I mean, when he showed up at that bar,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I mean, I ain't had no AB positive in a long time.
I'm like, okay. He said, okay, he's attacking you. Okay, yeah, that was young Daniel.
Okay.
I didn't put it together when I saw him at the end of the trailer. I didn't realize it was him to just know.
Harder too. But you gotta give up something to get something.
Ooh.
It's with me. Me and you.
Not everybody you done said
You
this
and me.
to.
Me and you. You and me.
I mean, you don't understand the meaning of your own story.
I failed Louis once in my life. It wasn't in San Francisco.
Wait.
What is going on there?
He said, I failed you once in my life, and it wasn't
in San Francisco. And San Francisco is where they met young Daniel.
Okay.
It said San Francisco, like when they did the scene. So he must be talking about there back then. Because it's the only context we have. So
right.
I feel you.
But Claudia, I'm telling you, it's like she is the most adult person in the room in a lot of these scenes, because like she's dropping dimes, like gems on his ass, like and on top of that, she mentioned he's getting stronger and harder, and I'm imagining that's because maybe he's feeding more now.
Yeah, because we saw them feed on the lady.
Yeah, but she was like, you gotta figure out, like what she said in the previous trailer, you gotta figure out who you are outside of me, outside of Lestat, outside of Armand. And that is just something Louis has just failed at every turn, man.
He always up under somebody. I'm wondering if everybody that they showed in that flash about me and you and me, he has slept with. Because that's real tea. If he has. Everybody he said that to. In some capacity, and little blonde hair man showed up on the screen, so I'm like, what's going on there? Why he showed up?
Talking about Shia LaBeouf?
Not Shia LaBeouf. What? Why you got Shia LaBeouf?
That person that popped up that was screaming for no reason. We don't know who he is.
The little blonde man who read the people's head. The one who you said.
Oh, him. Okay.
Yeah,
I was talking about the other dude that just popped
Wasn't
up.
in San Francisco.
Who they yelling at? Who is he yelling at? That's what I wanted to see.
I don't know.
That's
Armand. Yeah.
That's Armand.
Confrontation.
Look at Louis
telling the story. Ooh, that's probably what it is. Ooh, clocked it. That's probably what it is. Armand, like Louis probably is finding out their connection, right?
And right here.
Because he be always throwing the shade on Lestat, but because he saved him, there's that door's open. So he probably came to him, dropped a T, and now Armand is lying through his teeth. And that's why he was like, ha!
You think he's lying?
Caught you, bitch. Clocked your ass. Yeah, I don't trust him.
I'm just looking at Louis' face.
I don't trust him at all.
I'm looking at Louis' face.
He's reading. He's like, something don't smell right.
He's looking at Armand's face to see if he reacts to Lestat's obviously strong emotional reaction. Or this is Lestat realizing that you done ran up on my boo. You try to take my boo from up under me.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he's
pissed.
like, oh,
Look at him.
really?
Look at him. Just look at him all tight.
That like, oh, so
motherfucker's
that's
goose
what
is
you was out here
cooked.
trying to do. You thought you was just gonna take my baby from me. You thought you was gonna take Louis from me. Is that what you thought? Okay, that's what he looking like. I don't know. I just had to see who he was talking to because I'm like, who is he yelling at?
I was in
Yeah,
love.
see, look, Shia
You
LaBeouf.
buy that?
Oh, that's Daniel, probably. That's Daniel. You're right.
Not Shia LaBeouf. I'm gonna need you to not. Hold on. Because he was floating here. I was trying to see what was happening. Oh, him? Yeah, that's Daniel when he beat him up.
I was in love.
You buy that?
Fuck the hell with you!
This is a man. Go.
Who was that? That
thing, one
is-
thing they gonna do.
That's Armand,
That
ain't
looks
it?
like Armand. Yeah, they look like
Yeah.
his mouth and nose shape.
Yeah, he got the little bow on too. Girl,
And I'm telling you, if there's one thing people in Interview with the Vampire gonna do is do a slow fall, bitch. You saw Lestat?
they gonna do a trust fall really
Right.
slowly. Okay, so yeah, they definitely.
Go. I knew who I was without those pieces.
I've been banging Lestat's head though, and he laughing. I said they over here banging. I think that was Louis banging Lestat's head into the concrete while he's laughing.
I think we saw that in
sounds
that
like
other
typical
one.
them.
Yeah, that other one when he was like, remember we saw that clip and you were like, oh yeah, that's Lestat, because we was like, who is he doing that to? And you were like, who's doing that to Lestat? And you were like, it's probably Louis, and he was just like laughing maniacally. So it's probably that same scene.
This is probably Claudia being inducted into that group or some way,
What'd you
shape,
say?
or form.
I'm sorry.
I said that's probably Claudia being inducted into that group or some
Yeah.
way of just like celebrating her from some
Yeah.
probably viciousness she just completed.
You think they celebrating her?
Rashawn in the Discord reminded us that, remember, Lestat had gave them that warning. Claudia specifically, she was like, "You think shit is all sweet over there on the other side of the sea, but they more vicious than you have ever imagined me." Pretty much, I think that's pretty much what he said. So I think they are going to. That's going to be her storyline right there. Is I feel like they're going to like grab her and pull her lower and lower to be the opposite of what Louis imagines them to be, these good vampires.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's gonna be part of her. I don't want to say downfall because didn't something happen to Claudia in the movie?
Well, no, we already know something happened to Claudia because when they had the diary at the interview, like remember they were talking about Claudia kind of in passing in the interview, and he was talking about the ripped out page, and he was kind of talking about her in the past tense. Hey y'all in the chat, he was talking kind of about her in the past tense, and we haven't seen Claudia. So I'm I'm assuming something happened to her. We don't know what happened to her. Did they say she died? No, I don't.
I think in the movie, from what I can remember, she was burned.
I don't remember the movie.
I know.
And I just know wherever
we my ass, but I think she was burned.
And like wherever we got to, we hadn't seen anything. But they did kind of talk about her in season 1, and it was definitely feeling like in the past tense, and it was definitely feeling like Daniel knew the tea already. Okay. So I'm not sure. I know something happens to her. I'm not sure what happens. I don't know. They go their separate ways. I know they had a fallout. But I do know that. But it definitely feels like something went down. So I mean, it's definitely gonna be these people. It's definitely gonna be
over a decade.
But if something happened to her, we already know who it's gonna. It's gonna be these people he running with.
Right. And I think that could be what it is when he's like, it's just you and me. I think he could be talking to Claudia, in a maybe not so perfect situation.
And also when we saw Daniel, when we saw Louis in San Francisco, Claudia also wasn't there. When they met Daniel. So yeah, we ain't seen Claudia, and she's not. Yeah. So I'm
this season gonna make me cry. I already know. It's
gonna be so good. So yeah, this is him crying into Lestat's shoulder. I'm assuming this probably is the ghost. I mean, it's the blonde. I'm sorry, I had slowed it down. Is that his
Damn it.
power? Wait.
It's just keep bubbling
Oh, I
up.
forgot because Lestat got all these
want
abilities
this.
too.
Mm-hmm.
I want this. That sound like
To
Halle Berry
remember.
and Monster Ball. Make me feel good. I want this to remember.
Child, he is going through a break because his brain all scrambled up. That's probably why he was over there crying to my he want to remember. Louis is going back to his man. Child. This is messy. So what do we I mean, that was a lot. Okay, so we have not read the books. Just to reiterate, we have not read the books. No spoilers. What you think going, oh, what we got from this? This scene is probably a reunion. It looks like Louis Dubai hair. Okay. Yeah, we like them context clues. We gotta look at the hair. You gotta look at all of that. And hello to everybody watching. I see y'all out there. I see y'all. What we think going on? Oh my gosh, this is
like I said before, it played 10 out of 10. This is what I needed to. I mean, no, I didn't need it. I was gonna watch this religiously regardless, but this is just like took me up that extra notch. Like I'm so like I'm like I said, this weekend is dedicated to rewatching season 1. That way I can be fresh and it could really sink in because there's a lot of details I've been missing over the last couple weeks and while we were doing these. So ooh, girl, I just
can't
like
wait
the drama.
for our watch parties.
I love it. Ooh,
I can't wait for our watch parties.
Another little cigarette word over me.
Everybody looks stressed out. Everybody looks stressed. Like the way Louis was smoking, I think that was the last scene. I feel like I need to smoke. I feel like they about to have me smoking just like Louis was smoking that cigarette. You know, a stressed out smoke. When you see
and he had like, wasn't that like bloody tears in his eyes, like welling up?
Yeah,
he's going through it. But I want to know. I really like. It's just I want the wool to be pulled over Armand so bad. Like I want to know exactly what's going on with him. So
I think we're gonna get it.
I know it's some sleazy stuff. Like I just feel it in my heart. Even though obviously Lestat got his issues, Louis got his issues, but Armand,
I think Armand's about to be like y'all think Lestat's a monster? Hold my beer. That's what I'm getting from Armand. Like y'all think Lestat
I feel like, and on top of that, he's probably like, and I'm just like, this is all speculation. This is all just me rambling, especially because I want to see the drama. I'm just like imagining him like using that group to really turn the tables on all three of them.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, what if this whole time, like, I'm curious to know, Lestat and Armand obviously know each other. How long have they known each other? I'm assuming it's early because Lestat's face in that scene was like, you really tried it. What if the whole time even Lestat was, you know how you got an ex in a place and you'll be like, them people over there, don't mess with them. But you really just talking about that person. Like, what if this whole time Lestat was just like, over there in Paris, they're no good. He talking about Armand. Like, what if he's just talking about Armand? Like, he's terrible. He got a whole slew of vampires following him around. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. I'm starting to feel like Lestat was literally talking about Armand and his crew of vampires when he said don't go to Paris.
I wouldn't put it past them because one thing Lestat is also not going to do is tell you the whole truth up front. You got to dig, you got to experience, you got to call them out, you got to trap them, you got to set up plan A, B through Z just to get him to really put the shit on the line.
Because they all so dramatic. Just imagine it's really just being messy relationship drama, but it's just like a whole bunch of mess. Like
that's why I was like, I want to understand Louis, but it's like codependency on a vampire scale does not sound like anything I can logically deduce or put rationale to because I be emotional, right? Drama, the house down, boots extra me, but I don't think I can compare with vampire emotions. We've seen it in almost every show that involves vampires. Their emotions are higher,
and then like the longer you're in a codependent relationship, the harder it is to break away. So he went from Lestat to I don't even know how long he was with Lestat, but we know he was with Armand 77
for
years.
77 years,
Armand
right?
Been messing up your brain for 77 years. Like that's a long
We can do
time.
this math. We can do this math because we just got to see what timestamp popped up when they crossed paths way back in New Orleans, that first scene.
Oh yeah, like where we started this. And I'm sure we'll get an idea of it. We're gonna watch season 1 again. We're gonna have
because if his relationship with Armand was longer, That's crazy.
Which,
because now you really in deep.
yeah, I feel like it is, right? Because they were still like pretty young vampires when he broke up with Lestat. I feel like it wasn't that long. Like they weren't 100 yet. Maybe they were.
That's why, because there was a
Might
lot
have
of montages,
been.
time
Yeah.
skips. There was like a 10-year period where they
So they
didn't
had like the
speak.
war. And then, like,
Yeah, so it's a lot going down there as far as math, but I'm gonna find it out. I'm just
yeah.
curious
We're
to
gonna
know.
have to find it out. I'm so excited. Like I can't wait to do watch parties. Like we'll probably have to. It's gonna be so
ready.
good. I'm so ready. This was
Ooh,
like
thank y'all
everything
for
I
reminding
wanted.
us because I did not know
Yes.
this was up. Like I am about to go. Ooh, come on. What did it say? May 12th?
Kicking and
Come
screaming.
on.
I need to pace myself so that I can like finish season 1 kind of right and just like watch the
Where
next
pick up?
episode. Yeah, just kind of
I'm gonna
roll
do
right
like
into
girl.
it.
I end up doing like I always do. I probably finish it over the weekend, same weekend I
Mhm.
started, and then watch the last episode again before it premiere.
Yeah, I've watched I've watched how many times had you watched it? You only watched it at one time? I've watched every episode like 2 or 3 times. I feel like.
That's the thing. Like I haven't watched it all the way through from beginning to end, but I know after every week waiting for the episodes, I've at least watched the episode twice for the most part.
Same.
But on top of that, it's been since it ended that I've actually revisited it on that
Yeah.
scale. So
And I
yeah,
haven't watched it all the way
honestly,
through.
it's still I need to see it again. I truly do.
Oh, I can't wait. So good. Shout out to all of y'all who have been commenting. We love it. Y'all are not playing about this show. I just love people who match the same energy we do. Shout out to the Fame Bangers. And thank y'all for coming to pull me from whatever anime content I got going on to be like, hey, you need to watch this trailer right now. Shout out to you. I wish I had the name right in front of me, but that was hilarious. I
You know who
text
you are.
Twan. I was like, Twan, I don't know what you got going on, but we gonna have to react to this trailer.
Yeah, girl, I told you. I was already feeling a little bit of a way, but yeah, I mean, just because like I'm coming down with something, I don't know what it
Right.
is, but I was like, I can muster up a little bit of charisma for this, but I didn't even have to.
You didn't have
It drug it
to.
out of me.
It
Ooh,
was so
this
good.
show is so good. But I tell
Ooh.
you what, though,
Oh
y'all
no.
better not play in their face when it comes to these awards again. When I tell you, I'm so sick of y'all. I am so sick.
I don't even think people realized how much of a banger, how much of a gem was on their hands. Because I mean, season 1, I mean, AMC wasn't really pushing it like that. And shout out to them for.
I mean, the rollout was practically invisible, right?
Shout out to AMC this time though, because the rollout, they have been like they realized they got a gem on their hands. And I think a lot of new viewers coming from, what is it, on HBO? It's on Max or something. Also, I think you can watch it. So a lot of viewers have come from there. So they stepping up. They stepping up. So shout out to them for all the.
I need to see random ass interviews pop up. I need to see press tours.
The
I
press
want them getting
tour.
interviews. Right. I need to see them on the Daily Show.
Because
So
it
I
really
need
wasn't
I need to
enough.
hear them speak. It just wasn't. And on top of that, you got Sam sitting right there looking.
And Sam is so, like, I remember somebody said in the content, like, why wouldn't y'all? But Sam is so into this, also into the story, the lore, the books. Like, he's very much so into this medium. And I just feel like if you have an actor who's actually into it, like, you should capitalize on that. I always felt that way. Like, with Henry Cavill with The Witcher, he was very into the source material as well. So I'm just like, if you have somebody who's into it and a fan of it.
Two different portrayals, though.
2 different portrayals, but I'm just saying, like, he was so into it and passionate about it.
One is like, and that's you, Sam, but like I ain't gonna hate on Henry too much. He gave us.
I mean, I think for The Witcher, like what he did, it was good. Like it was good.
It just ain't comparable to what Sam is bringing.
I'm definitely not about to watch this new season without Henry Cavill in it, and that's how you know.
No plans.
Or whatever we have to say about it, he brought something to it that I'm not interested. I'm not gonna watch it if he's not in it. So, but yes, not saying. Yeah, Sam Reed's on a whole other level. We're not even doing that. We're not even doing it. But anyway, thank you for watching. If anything else drops, let us know. We'll react to it. And yeah, this is gonna roll on over. We're gonna have all new backgrounds. We're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to name the podcast. We need a name. So if y'all have any ideas in the comments, let us know. We already are called Fame Bangers. So we just need a name for the podcast or the show where we talk about Interview with the Vampire. So let us know in the comments. And yeah, I guess we'll catch y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.